Hey y'all, it's me, Kevvie. So I decided I wanted to make my own tag, and I was trying to think what would make sense for me to make that I would also like to see other people do. So I decided to create the "What the fuck are you" tag. This tag's less about what you read and more about who you are outside of your videos, taking a close look at identity with a dash of vulgarity and irreverence. So with that, here's the fucking tag. What the fuck is your name? Does it have any meaning? I'm Kevvie, but I also sometimes go by my middle name, Wilhelmina. Or Willie for short. Being a trans, I got to pick my name. I chose Kevvie because that's how most people already knew me. And for Wilhelmina, I named myself after an historical drag queen named Wilhelmina Ross. I love her so much. She was photographed by Andy Warhol and became the primary subject of her Ladies and Gentlemen series. And her song Call Me Drag Queen is one of my all-time favorite songs to perform. I should make a video about her someday. What the fuck is your gender? That's a real good question. I'm a transgender woman. Some might just say woman, but I think my transness is just as important to my identity as my womanhood. Sometimes if I'm not feeling 100% woman, I'll just say trans feminine. Also, some days I'll just feel like I'm a fat clown. But I don't know if that counts as a gender. What the fuck are your pronouns? In or out of drag, my pronouns are always she, her. I will accept they, but she is my preference. What the fuck is your ethnicity? I'm white. I know I'm a combination of 6 things, but I only remember 4 of them. French, Danish, Norwegian, and Polish. My family's pretty disconnected from those places. We've been Chicagoans for 3, maybe 4 generations. Maybe even longer, I don't know, I wasn't there. What the fuck is your sexuality? Why? The past few years, I've identified as half lesbian, a term I coined myself so I could say I'm half lesbian on my mother's side. But yeah, I've always identified as queer, but the past few years, my attractions have been leaning more and more toward the feminine. Not exclusively feminine, though. Hence the half. What the fuck do you do besides Booktube? Y'all already know I'm a drag queen. I'm also a plus-size model. See, look how pretty and awesome and sexy and all the things I am. That don't pay the bills, though. I'm a video editor with over a decade of video editing experience. I'm a creative, and I love to try out all kinds of creative outlets. What the fuck other identities do you claim? I am fat. I am disabled. I'm neurodivergent. That's all I can think of right now. Now, how the fuck do your identities influence what you choose to read? Most of what I read in general is written by women. As a queer and trans person, I love queer content, especially books about queer history. As a white person, I know I have to actively work to be anti-racist, so I read a lot of black feminist texts and novels by black women. I tend to avoid books written by cishet white men because I feel like I've heard enough from that perspective. Not that I wouldn't read them at all ever, but I would need a good reason to move them to the top of my TBR. Who the fuck do you tag? I tag Courtney, Hannah, Nell and Scott from Gunpowder Fiction and Plot, the Booktube Goddess, Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot, Katrina Reads, Dane Reads, Jack from Spreadbook Joy, and Larry Has Opinions. If you're watching and I haven't tagged you, psych, now you're tagged too. So that's my what the fuck are you tag. Now this tag isn't just for the queerdos out there, especially if you are a cis straight white guy. I want to hear about that and how your identities influence what you read. Tell me who the fuck you are in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if it pleases and sparkles, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!